My father would sit me down and he would tell me, he said, son, you see everything there is that's going around here. He said, and that's okay. But he never glamorized that to me. He never said that I want you to be a pimp. And he would teach me that you got to be a man before you be anything. He said you got to be a man of principles, of character, and some integrity. So
there was a statement I made in the movie American Pimp that I stand on to this day. And they were showing that I was facing a life sentence, right? And there was a scene in the movie that I was explaining that my father told me, before you anything, you got to be a man. Before you're a pimp, before you're a doctor, before you're a lawyer, you got to be a man, right? And that struck a chord with a lot of people, because now I'm not just saying that you a man when you simply turn 18 years old. That is a lie. One of the worst lies that have ever been told, right? Because of that statement, and because of that understanding, and especially within this country, right, that you become a man when you're 18 years old, what we have now is a whole bunch of undeveloped males who think that simply because of their age, they are a man. And I've often said that a man is not necessarily a gender, right? Because you are male, you are automatically a man. No, a man is a position, right? Now follow me. A man is a position, right? And just like any other position that holds weight, like a politician, maybe a president or a governor, right? A senator. In order for you to hold the position of a president, a senator, or a governor, there's certain characteristics that you have to have. And if you don't have those characteristics, you can't hold the position, right? So that's how that's how I was brought up, right? So then that made me not just focus on some money. That made me focus on the qualifications that make me hold the position. So the value shifted for me. The value wasn't the bag, because in my upbringing, the value was to develop the things that's necessary for me to hold the position, right? Because how my father taught me is that there's a lot of people out there that could be of age, but they're not no man, because they do not have the necessary things to hold the position. And that's why you see the females the way that they are, so confused, right? And now, because the man is not elevated inside of you, why is it elevated inside of her? Now, all that's on her mind is the bag too. So now she's just looking at you as some money, right? An opportunity, an outcome. You got to have some money and yada, yada. So now all the guys just, I got to have some money to get the girl, right? But then here a guy like me comes, who've developed the necessary things to hold the position, right? And now when I'm starting to have a conversation with the same girl you having a conversation with, she's turned on by me, right? Because the things that I've developed inside of me, she ain't seen that before. And see, it's those things that are developed inside you to make you a man that naturally appeals to the naturalness in the woman. She can't even help it. She might not even understand what she's seeing, but there's something inside of her DNA that God made that is making her attractive to how you move, right? You move a certain kind of way, you act a certain kind of way, and all that is just the things that you developed inside of you to hold the position of the man, right? And now that's resonating with her, and she just says, just something about him. It's just that I'm a man, right? And now everybody that she's been in contact with, everybody's talking about this bag, right? And so that's what she's on. That's what she's looking for until she run into a man. Yeah, when she run into a man, she'll let you have the bag and everything that goes along with it, because then she understands the value of the man. And that's what I teach. The value of the man, right? Because right now, what's out in the world is what I call trick culture. Trick culture is dominating all the airwaves. Trick culture. Even the little rapper T.I., it ain't tricking if you got it. You got to have it to trick. That's the Stupidest line, because he don't know no better. It ain't tricking if you got it. You gotta have it in order to be a trick. What the heck? That's the stupidest thing in the world.